Hello. Good morning, Athletic. How are we doing? I'm gonna wait a couple minutes so some people can join, and then we'll get started as always. Hello, Harish Dev. How was vacation? Did you go unplanned? Yeah, kind of. Well, the last trip at least was unplanned. Yeah, was really nice. Back to the markets now. Basically haven't really traded the last 3 or 4 months even. Yeah, I've been doing a lot outside of the market, so it's definitely time for a comeback. Sven, oh, hey George, hope you are doing well. Greetings from Austria. Nice, man. I'm good, thank you. Ariel, what's up, brother? Discord awaits the leader. Yeah, like I said, last minute trip last week. Now should be fully back. We'll be streaming a lot. We'll be posting a lot of videos. We'll get up the content again. And yeah, try to get some life back into the Discord. Glad to see you streaming more often lately. Yeah, trying my best. Shall I stop? Lost my CHZ short. I have no clue, brother. $30 people. If you're here, feel free to leave a like already. Helps me a lot. Gonna wait like 2 more minutes and then we'll get started. Good morning, Sparsh. Short scalp to 13.25, hedging Bitcoin long. Yeah, might be a good idea. We'll see. Right. I'll get started. Okay, so we'll start off with Bitcoin. And then, yeah, feel free to post some tickers in the chat. I'll take a look at them. Yeah, we'll see what we can do, okay? But starting off with Bitcoin, right? So as for Bitcoin, the main range that we have been trading in for a pretty long time now is gonna be this one. The July range, okay? Why? We haven't closed a candle outside of July borders, July high, July low, which is significant. So the high got swept, and now this week the low got swept as well. So what does that mean? Does that mean we revert back to the highs? Possibly. Or do we break down from here? Also possible, right? But yeah, we'll take a look at the lower time frames and go from there. First, I'm gonna mark this out with a clean range, so we have a mid range as well. Sound is fine, right? The music and stuff, and the mic. So weekly, last week's low. Let's take another color. Last week's high. Last week's low. Boom. Daily, Monday high, which is yesterday high, and Monday low. Monday low. All right. Now that we have marked out all of those levels, so yesterday daily candle, right? We were trading at the lows, recorded a video back then that one play was either you thought the low was in and you longed it here with your stops below these wicks and target the highs up here. And yeah, if you would have done that, you would have caught a nice long. I personally did take a small long, didn't risk much since because at that point, yeah, we didn't know if price was gonna go for these lows as well, or this was enough. But yeah, because of the sentiment on Twitter and yeah, just the way it looked, the way it was nuking, I felt like it was worth it, so took a little long there. But yeah, I'm already fully out of that one. Closed it yesterday before going to bed. But what now, right? So we closed as a big wick and in the green. Now, if you have candles like this, right? Yeah, let's stay on the daily actually. So what you ideally want to see is don't spend too much time here and just go straight higher from here. Well, we could spend some time, but what I mean is you're not gonna get, probably gonna get a perfect retest of range low and then head higher. In my opinion, if this is a bullish SFP, you want to see continuation, okay? So as I've said multiple times as well, a bullish SFP, swing failure, is bullish if you see continuation. If not, that's actually a very bearish pattern. If you have a bearish SFP without follow through to the downside, that's a pretty bullish yeah, sort of pattern, however you want to call it. So if this now starts dumping from here, I don't think it will be a clean retest. I rather think that then we bleed into the wick and go all the way for at least for Monday low. And at that point, let's also mark out this one. At that point, probably go for liquidity below 17.5, okay? If not, what do you want to see here? Well, continuation to the upside, possibly another wick just to take out a little more liquidity down here, take some stops, and then the reclaim of Monday high, and then into the highs we talked about yesterday. Okay, so the major target for longs is, in my opinion, these highs up here into this inefficiency into our mid-range. Okay, as you can see how beautifully this mid-range has been pivotal here and then here, very beautiful deviation above, back below. So if you get something like this and you get ugly price action, swing failure or something, then that's a short back towards last week's low and into this range low. If you reclaim this and you see bullish price action above here, yeah, then I think we go for last week's high, and at that point into this supply and possibly even range high and the highs up here. Okay, but yeah, what is my game plan now? So let's mark out the daily open as well. There. Okay. So as you can see, daily open, weekly open, last week's low, all sort of coming in at the same area, which is a pivotal area, right? So this area right here, obviously support, broke down, resistance from beneath, and then smashed through. Downside, bounce from these levels, but then couldn't hold, nuke, swept the lows, now retesting in it from below. Okay, so as I said, ideally you don't want to see a lot of downside from here, but anyways, if we do, what would be the trigger for longs? A reclaim of this area. Okay, you either just blindly long a sweep of this, but not sure I'm that confident then, because of the reasons I just explained, that if we see downside from here, I think it's likely we just bleed into the wick and don't stop before we sweep Monday low and the lows down here. So what would be the trigger? Above here, bullish price action. If dips get bought, look for a long target. Yeah, obviously Monday high, but that's not gonna be the best risk reward. So target up here, this liquidity into these highs, into this inefficiency, into that monthly mid-range. Okay, as for shorts, I'm not feeling too comfortable shorting this because of all of this liquidity up here. We left quite some highs up here, so shorting here with a stop, let's say above here, yeah, that's just placing your stop in a liquidity pool. So I wouldn't feel that confident in a setup like that. So I would rather wait for either a sweep of Monday high and then a big rejection. Then that would give it a little more probability of reversing back to Monday low, or wait for something like this, a big spike up, take all of these highs and then smash it back down into lower liquidity. Does that make sense to everyone? And does anyone have any questions about all of this? Sadly, we go down. Possibly, yeah. But yeah, as I said, this daily, I think a lot of people got trapped here, shorting this, thinking that we would go for this low. And yeah, some people are even already talking about 12K. While that's such a long distance from here, people are like talking about 12K as if this breaks down, that 12K will straight up come in like an hour or something. But I don't think it will be that easy to dump this all the way to 12k straight away, personally. But yeah, we'll see. But yeah, as I said, always comes down into range lows, and then people start posting 12k targets and then short into the lows, and then you see these bounces, right? Short into the lows, bounce, short into the lows, bounce, and then now once again bounce. Now, are the bounces getting smaller, or will we eventually break down, or is this just gonna hold and send us above 30k? Who knows? But yeah, we've got to see things how they are and just trade what's in front of us. And for now, I think this is a bullish SFP, so I'm cautiously bullish here, and especially with these highs resting above us. I think it would make a lot more sense to do this and then roll over than roll over from here. The dollar just ain't breaking down, man. Yeah, possible. We'll take a look at that later. Yeah, see, if this spike is getting ugly here, if this spike up here this morning would have taken Monday high, I would feel more comfortable in scalping short here, and looking to trade it back towards this low. So this area is gonna be key, right? So this is July low. So I think if this would have done this, I would probably be looking for a scalp short and target down here. And then we'll have to see if we do something like this, take out a low into that level, low time frame demand, and then see bullish price action, could head back for the lows. If not, if this fails to hold, spikes in here and we just bleed down, yeah, at that point we probably go for Monday low and then this low. But yeah, we didn't. Then we would have also taken this, these liquidation levels up here. So that would also add confluence. But we failed to do so. But anyways, this spike is still looking very ugly, I think. Low time frame. But yeah, not worth trading it for me. So I'm flat here waiting for something cleaner. Looking for strength or for a sweep of some lows and then strength. Yeah, see all of these liquidations? Wouldn't that be beautiful? Clusters there and cluster down here. And go from one cluster, boom, to the other. Or we go for the lows from here, and then I'll probably look to long it again. Like I longed it yesterday here, played a nice scalp. If we go for the lows from here, do this, I'll probably look to long it again with like a stop around 16.5 or something. Something like this, 2.5 risk rewards, so that's pretty good. Back towards these highs, and then if we sweep the lows and take out all of these, right, so do something like this, at that point the draw on liquidity, if we reclaim some key levels, is probably even gonna be above here and maybe even here. But yeah, we'll have to see. It always comes down to the same, which side of liquidity gets taken first. If we first take the lows, then the draw will be bigger to the upside if we leave these. If we take these first and then go for this, well, then longs down here have less probability because we already took the liquidity to the upside. So I would feel less confident longing this down here if we take all of this before. If we leave this and roll over from here, yeah, then I'll probably look to long it again. Make sense? It starts to look like 2018 when everybody called for a break of 6k. Later everyone said 6k is the bottom and then boom, 3k. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of basing, of looking to things in the past. I mean, like fractals and stuff, I don't believe in that shit. I think it's just a good way to sort of give you a view of what is possible of happening, but apart from that, yeah, like saying this is the 6k bottom is just stupid in my opinion, because the context can be completely different, and yeah, this can turn out to be something something else. But yeah, I mean, this doesn't look the same as the 6k bottom here, right? If you look at the time frame, you look at the bounces becoming shorter and shorter, and then boom, broke down. Like, yeah, I don't know. The sentiment, I don't know, man. I feel like the sentiment, where is it? The sentiment here was pretty bullish, right? Back here, everyone was calling for highs, and nobody was thinking that this would break down to 3k. While right here, I see a lot of people calling for 12k. I think more people are saying 12k is coming than they would say, let's say 50k plus is coming. So I don't think sentiment is the same. If you would have done a poll on Twitter here and say like what comes first, 3k or 14k, I bet you that most people would say 14k, while if you do it here, first 50k or 12k, that the majority would say 12k. Don't you think? I'm feeling like they will go for the low first just to scare everyone again before FOMC, then everyone trap on FOMC day. Definitely possible, yes. As I said, if we go down for Monday low and then at the same time take this, then I'm longing. Because draw will be massively to the upside, and then I think we have a lot of people to trap. You speak French? A little bit. I'm from the Flemish part of Belgium, so mostly speak Flemish. This is 100% distribution, this whole big range above previous all-time high. Stop denying, chat. You're talking up absolutes, so yeah, not sure if I can take it serious. This could be anything, and anything can happen, and nobody knows, so stop acting like you do know what's going to happen. Nobody knows. Maybe your memory is better than mine. I don't know, bro. That I'm just giving my thoughts, you know. Obviously, everyone do your own thing. I'm just giving my thoughts. Nederlands, yep. Très beau Napoleon. So yeah, I mean, right here, I think we're trading in the middle of nowhere, since yeah, this is the sideways consolidation that led to this. So longing here is basically longing into resistance, but shorting here is shorting with your stops in an area where I could see us squeeze towards. So I'm not feeling comfortable in any of the two, so I'm waiting for either a spike higher or a spike lower, sorry. So if you're here, feel free to leave a like. We have 50 people watching, which is amazing. Feel free to leave a like. Where are your spot buys? I started buying spot way too soon. I started buying spots at 28k after this. But yeah, my average entry on both ETH and Bitcoin is pretty good. And I still have more fiat to put into Bitcoin if we do see prices everyone talks about, like 12k and stuff. But right here, I'm not buying more. I bought from 28k all the way down to, let's say, 22 or something, 21. My entry on ETH is better than on Bitcoin. But yeah, I said I was saying I would buy spot if we saw 28k, sub 28k prices, and we did. So I bought more spots, and the only way I'm buying more now is if we see like sub 14k. Then it's just too good of an opportunity to lower my average entry and then hold for the long term. But yeah, in my opinion, anything below, as I see things right now, anything below 20k is a good buy. Even at 28k, you know, like if you believe price will be trading towards all-time highs again, that's 250%. That's amazing, you know. At some point, like it's just in my wallet sitting there, and I'm not touching it for probably a long time. We'll see. "15 minutes is the lowest time frame you look at." Yes, 15 and 10 minutes, but mostly 15. Also, quick shout out to the sponsor of these live streams, which is BitGet. BitGet, you can trade all kinds of altcoins as well as Bitcoin, Ethereum. I've traded over there. I do still trade over there. Amazing exchange. Link is in the description. So yeah, definitely check it out. If you use the link and deposit and make a deposit, send me a message on Discord and I'll add you to my Discord server as well. Yeah, simply use the link and make a deposit and then send me your UID and we'll sort things out. So, any more questions on Bitcoin or anything else you guys want to see? Let's maybe take a look at the S&P. Yeah, since wait, let's get those levels back and see where we are trading. Because I remember last stream we talked about this, right? These ranges here, where we swept the highs and then came back down from came back down for range low. And I said as long as this green area holds, that's gonna be support. So we got a decent bounce here, right? Few days upside and then right into supply, rejected all the way back down. But right now, I think it's sitting at support again. As you can see, range low, and the area that led to the consolidation down here that led to the upside. So as long as this holds, I think we should be good for higher, or at least a bounce to short into. Last week's low, swept, reclaimed, and a solid reaction. So what could be next? Let's take a look at the lower time frames. Let's remove these. Okay. Yeah, so took this liquidity. Right, and last week's low got swept. As long as this holds, as long as this blue area holds, which is the sideways price action that led to this breakup, retest, if it holds, I think we should be trading towards this liquidity. These highs here, they are gonna be key into this mid-range. And if we do this, right, into, as you can see, very pivotal level, then break back down, then that's your short. So you could start looking for longs here, in my opinion, towards that mid-range, and then short it back down towards the lows. But for now, I think we see upside. What would invalidate a break below, obviously, last week's low. So something like this long here, stops there, and targets, yeah, there. This makes sense, and then come on, and then back down from here. Yeah, then you'd have to keep your stops probably pretty wide around there. But yeah, since you're then not gonna target this again, but probably lower, at least range low, you can see the risk reward is still fine. This was the spike that took liquidity above here, right? Deviation into supply, broke back down. So what should hold that level, which is why I'd keep my stop above there. If it breaks back above here, that would show strength, and then probably go for this high, these highs, and then all the way in here. Makes sense? Could you take a look? Could you talk about some intraday setups you like to take generally? Well, that's you've got to be more specific on that one, I think. What do you mean? Like right now on Bitcoin? I've talked about Bitcoin a lot already, so just go watch it back if you want to know. Yeah, so if the S&P does this, probably Bitcoin will as well. And that would line up beautifully with Bitcoin. Trading view is so slow. With Bitcoin going for these highs, right? So we're at last week's low, right at the weekly open, daily open. Once we get back above these levels, I think it squeezes up in here. Yeah. I'm starting to think that these highs come first. Don't think we go for the lows first. But yeah, we'll have to see. So ETH Bitcoin is doing that thing which I explained from up here. As you can see the drawings are still here. So high, low, swept the highs, came back down, retest, nuke. Okay, liquidity was drawn liquidity was to the downside locally here. So now it's sitting at support, in my opinion. If we start reclaiming this from here, then I think this was a reaccumulation range in the upper side of this weekly range that would send us a lot higher. If not, if we break back below here, then we go for range lows again. Below here it's fucked and we go all the way back to here. All right. Let's see where price is gonna go first. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, the dollar, I think, is sitting at monthly resistance here. But yeah, do you short into this? Right? Not sure, but it is sitting at supply. Not quite yet, to be honest. So could easily squeeze higher from here towards this. The initial high, swept, retest, sold off. This was the low after that high, so that's gonna be key level as well. As you can see here, resistance, sold off. So right now, lower time frame, resistance, support, support. If it gets back below here, probably goes lower. If not, yeah, this probably keeps ranging here or goes higher from here. But yeah, I don't pay too much attention to the dollar, to be honest. Some people might say I should, but yeah. I personally don't. Bitcoin looking squeezy, huh? Gold is fucked. Silver as well. Holy shit. Anyways, any more questions or things you want to ask? Otherwise, I'll hop off. Where are you leaning for FOMC? I'm leaning bullish here, locally. As I said, I think would make more sense to... As I said this daily, right? You want to see continuation on this. If you don't see continuation now, it's fucked, and we will probably fill in the whole week. You're not gonna give people who didn't long the lows here give a perfect retest. I think you just squeeze higher from here then, or you range here, right? But very locally, as we're doing right now. So something like this, boom, 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 and then boom, go higher. So let everyone wait for a retest of this, let's say, and then just squeeze higher. But yeah, I could be wrong. I think we target higher from here and then see what's happening. Okay, so thanks for watching, everyone. Again, shout out to BitGet. If you want to get into my Discord server, simply make an account using the link in the description and make a deposit, and I'll add you to the group. Okay, so we'll do these more often. Stay tuned, follow me on Twitter to stay updated, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.